Hello, Stephen Colbert. Your network recorded, confessed, and demonstrated you involved with you. You're involved with them with cover-ups of their falsified evidences. With interbranch, their interbranch sources, they're racketeering with evidences, falsified fake news. They stole me to fake location. They attached little kids to fake locations through time. They use all kinds of racketeerings against each age of fact nature, even child sex offenders. With the principal sex offenders campus further recorded, confessed, and demonstrated with your CCSU, with your CBS police, and uses of you, like for example, too, with these are election crimes right through administrations with child offenders, and now they're having you pretend the president's a liar when the news is lying first. Now they're lying in collusion with other nations. They're lying in collusion with people that don't like each other, like Russia and America. They're in collusion, though. The Russians and Americans, families, are in collusion with databases together. CNN, you reported this. How can you pretend not to realize it now? Stephen Colbert, stop pretending to be about truth. Fix the fake news and your identity theft of your racketeering CBS, WFSB, on off their location, further child offenders, on off the state judicial branch offices of the state of Connecticut, also further men and women and criminally involved, also on and off the state prison office, also men and women criminally involved through time, vertical and horizontal database racketeering that I recorded means to demonstrate. They know that. They need to lie about me since they're kids. They caught cold. Oh, all right. All right, so come on, Mr. Colbert. Well, you ask nice. They forging names, switching names. You have rape threats from the Britain Superior Court, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated they're involved with as that and other sexual harassment of little kids per the policing of the schools with the principal sex offenders campus. There are doctors of psychology also tied to the courts criminally involved with the judges retired and standing and their police forms, prosecutors and states attorneys, and also private attorneys recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with the racketeering acts and methods forging people, forging names, switching names. It's all right. You want to have opinions? Put something on paper. I'll pretend we had a conversation with people we've never had a conversation with. They have recorded, confessed, and demonstrated. There's a guy named Pettit with a ponytail involved with WFA, with Simsbury, Farmington, West Hartford, a whole bunch of cities involved with my town, Weathersfield, criminally with them with with New Britain Superior Court, with New Britain, with campuses of each age, including Central Connecticut State University and UConn, and for example, Trinity College involved with racketeering intercities with the kids, with the cliques, with the on off the state judicial branch, on off the state prison off with the racketeering acts rolls with them. These are also people tied to a proven sequence shift from inside the Ninth Circuit, and with further New York people involved with that sick racketeering where they have that intercampuses of each age tactically worse than pseudo-educated, and then they're exploiting them. This is fake justice. This is fake science. You don't see fake science. You don't see physical delusions. Follow the news. Follow the rules, and I'll show them to you. So you can't take it now. You can't follow mandated law. You have to hide child. You have to hide child abuse. You have to hide from mandated law as the identities of law. So you have to pretend because you know the law, knowledge, life. Correlation nature here. We're gonna delineate your delusions from your criminal foreign influences, your opinions about people online. Then you have these theater guys like this Colbert involved with your criminal and serious nature. Pretend he's only theater when he's involved with the networks, involved with the database racketeering. Now they have to pretend they're legitimate. Oh, have Colbert pretend he's about the election as a guy the way the maturity talks. Oh, it's humor. Oh, so you're a high predator, Colbert. Per your network, have them fix the fake news. I shouldn't even have to be asking some clown with the national racketeering also, because WFSB is also racketeering with CNN, with CIA, their family members, with FBI, their family members, further former director of the FBI down, further involved with child sex offenders, with identity thefts, fake relationships to me. Criminal uses of Facebook already to pretend delusions. They already have counters to such. They're in collusion with a whole bunch of other nations that don't like each other. Then they have to fight about things as the Trade Center attack, not by accident. You can't value those private value treatments and us at the same time. And they knew that, so they keep those people criminally foreign influenced. Uh, there are people associated with that. So I want to bring in and the victims' names and stuff like that, like a King family. That Weathersfield police, before they were police, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated are involved with them. Those are all people with sexual circles involved with this Demoro and Joe Demoro and Michael Kerr, and with the extended family, with the house with the fake sides in the past. They make illusions. They know these people are going to walk right on this path right this time. You're going to speak this. You're going to make it look like this person made them bring it. They're sequence shifts. In other words, I never had conversations with a whole bunch of people from my town tied to the people that directly and indirectly in my area. Oh, I don't even like those people. I don't even like. It doesn't matter if they like them. I'm not trying to have he said, she said. I want to counter the predicate acts against me and little kids. Now, the police also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated that what's involved with the child sex offenders crimes through administrations is not only women judges and women doctors and women associated with the interbranch, but it's also how no one follows the law. Everyone's just lying. They're lying about. I forgot what I was going to say, but they're also lying about what is actually recorded over phone conversations. They're also they put the name of a police equipment and put a quote. For example, attaching me to a fake conversation that never was. That I never had one conversation at all with Gino Mendez in my life. I only know what he looked like because he walked by me a couple of times and smiled, and someone else told me his name, which is part of they do that for a racketeering method because they knew that this is a vertical horizontal racketeering method. They need people to be able to look back at if people have to go back and describe what they know about the what is active from the past. They need everyone having to lie about the past. They already have everyone invested criminally foreign influence. They already have the counters to all kinds of sanctions, impositions, and stuff like that. That nations fight. Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. Or we're going to do peaceful, so we don't have to do nuclear. So we don't have to do war. That's not peaceful. That's still criminally foreign influence, fact cheating nature racketeering, in the same identity of negative value nature progression. Now we need mandated law followed. We have sick punk. I have to call the military sick fake punks because you have them involved with fake conversations with me. You have the military police faking conversations with faking evidences known by them or not. We have CIA, FBI attaching people fake conversations, forging names, switching names. Where does this Leahy family live too, by the way? We have some sick doctors, various natures of courts with them criminally involved. Now we need now these judges use methods like forging names, switching names, preventing people's speech while they're attaching everyone to fake words. They use crime methods. Uh, Everyone's speaking through others about things that don't even relate to them, so they're not going to know what they're talking about. They're going to say, and whatever they say that's true, I truly said something. They attach the lies to it. They're lying about what they're communicating with them. They're communicating with them criminally. In other words, when they were talking, they're recorded harassing my family and other families and little kids with child sex offenders, female judges, female prosecutors, female state's attorneys. That's what's actually recorded. Not one reported right. Not one followed mandated law. You can't just call the police because they're using they are and have used statutes criminally. In other words, oh, we have the right to lie. You don't have the right to evidence racketeering. That's what they're doing. You don't have the right to child abuses, pretending to be against it. That's also recorded involved with a whole bunch of people associated with Eric Burgess with directly and indirectly associated with Justin Levinsky and his wife, involved with the child sex offenders further, a crime involved further with policing of the internet, training of them. These are people involved further with Pakistan, with Kuwaiti military, with Deans criminally, their family members, everyone speaking through others. Now they're stuck. Motherfucker. You duck and fall, break, snap, CT, that's all.